My name is McKenna Turner, and I perform my windshield survey on the village of Hyde Park, located within the city of Cincinnati. Looking at the map of the city of Cincinnati, we see that Hyde Park is located between East Walnut Hills, Evanston, Norwood, Oakley, and Mount Lookout, and that this village is located on the eastern side of the city of Cincinnati. Familiarizing ourselves with the 2010 Census report for the city of Cincinnati, it is noted that the estimated population of Hyde Park is about 13,356, with a near equal proportion of men to women to report living here. Approximately 93% of the population reports having at least some variation of college education, with about 34% reporting to have at least a graduate degree or more. The census report also indicates that the average household income for an individual of Hyde Park is about $74,000, and the median family household income is about $125,000 to $126,000. It was also reported that there is about a $39,000 income difference between men and women who work full-time and live in Hyde Park, men earning on average about $158,000 and women earning on average about $119,000. The information on this graph was collected also from the 2010 census report and shows that there is a disproportionately larger population of white individuals to minorities that report living in Hyde Park. In Hyde Park, there are about 2,800 individuals reported to be living below the poverty line, and that's going to be equal to about 21% of the total population that is reported to be living here. In Hyde Park, the average median home value is reported at about $314,000. The 2010 census for Hyde Park states that a majority of Hyde Park residents spend less than 30% of their total monthly household income on the housing. There were no specifics for birth rates of Hyde Park, but it was recorded in Cincinnati that the annual summary of birth rates for Hamilton County is almost 11,000 for the 2010 year. The crude mortality rate recorded for Hyde Park is about 765 deaths to every 100,000, whereas in Cincinnati this rate is over 1,000 to every 100,000. It can be acknowledged that the average life expectancy for Hyde Park is about 83 years of age. And while cardiovascular diseases and malignant neoplasms, such as those of the pancreas, dominate the causes of death in Cincinnati, the area of Hyde Park experiences a near equal rate of other causes of death, such as stroke, Alzheimer's, and chronic diseases of the lower respiratory tract. Driving through Hyde Park, it is noted that the school options consist of Hyde Park School, Withrow High School, and Clark Montessori schools. The public services of Hyde Park, such as the fire department and police department, are well maintained with no visible flaws or signs of neglect. In Hyde Park, there are few doctor's offices. However, there is a nearby Mercy Health Rookwood Medical Center that functions as an urgent care and emergency room. Hyde Park residents have options of shopping at the nearby Rookwood Plaza, which has different types of clothing shops, restaurants, eateries for its consumers. Hyde Park residents also have the option of shopping at Hyde Park Kroger if they don't want to go out to eat. Alt Park is a nearby park that Hyde Park residents frequently visit. Driving through the residential areas of Hyde Park, it is not going to be uncommon for you to find joggers, people walking their dogs, pushing strollers along the sidewalks, or people walking their children home from the nearby schools. And this shows the active lifestyle of the inhabitants of Hyde Park. So after exploring Hyde Park, I concluded that the appropriate nursing diagnosis for this village should be population health promotion related to the strong emphasis of active lifestyle that's as evidenced by aggregates of joggers and frequent activity at the nearby neighborhood parks by community members. My other community nursing diagnosis should be readiness for enhanced community coping related to improving living conditions of community members, as evidenced by active participation in health promoting behaviors and frequent upkeep of the community.